Uh, Good afternoon. I'm going to talk about my TED Talk video. And so the topic is, do school kills creativity? So this is a very interesting topic uh, because he have a different way of thinking. So he said that the human creativity have different developments, and this means that all we all are different. We have like different talents. We can do different activities. For example, some people are good for sports. Other people are good for dancing or these things. So being creative, he said that is very important for our education. So working for education doesn't mean that you need to work in a school. You can work in education for religion or for sports or something like that. So he talked specifically in the children's creativity. He said that the children's knowledge is unpredictable because you don't know how is going to be your kid in the future, what talent uh, he is going to like to develop. And this is important because you need to learn your kid to be creative so he can be prepared for from the future. He said that creativity is important for education because you lost your fears. For example, a kid when he have a chance for doing something, he approach that chance, and he doesn't, and he's not going to be afraid if he fail or not because they doesn't know that what he's doing, but he's going to learn about his mistake, and that is an important characteristic that the kids have. And you, when you are growing, you are losing that characteristic, and this is bad because when you are an adult, you are afraid to taking some chances because you don't want to make a mistake, and you need to know that the mistakes are is for a good reason because you are going to learn about that mistake because we are not perfect. So that is an important characteristic that the kids always have. And the art, he talked about the creativity in schools. For example, the art and the sports have like a less important a less importance than math and language because you think that the art or the sports are not going to be important in your life because the new system of education thinks that you need to be prepared in in technology or industry needs, necessities, and this is another bad way of thinking because you never know what is going to happen. For example, when I was a kid, I was good in music. I played the guitar, but my father said that no, stop wasting time in the guitar course and start studying because the studies is what is going to give you a future. The mathematics, physics, chemics. So they are killing our creativity, and that is bad because according to an investigation that they told in the TED Talk video, in 30 years it's going to exist the education in inflation, the academic inflation. This means that more people are going to have degrees in comparison of these years. It will be like the double of numbers. So this means that your first degree will not mean nothing because in the past years, for example, our fathers, if you have only one degree, even if it's college, you can have a job. And but right now it's not like that. Even people that never studied in the university, they right now have big companies, and it's because the competence was lower. But now it's different, and in the future it's going to be even more difficult because right now, if you are graduate of an university, now you need like a master, and after that a PhD if you really want to have a good job. So that is one important thing that he talked about, and that's why he said that the intelligence is the most important characteristic that you need if you really want to have successful. He said that intelligence have two characteristics. The first one is that is dynamic. It's dynamic because you can have different ideas in your perspective. You think different to other person, and you can like make the ideas more creative. Another important characteristic of intelligence is that it's unique, and uh, this is uh, because sorry, it's indistinct because you can create intelligence by doing another activities, not only studying. He makes an example of a girl that her mother take her to the doctor because she thinks that her daughter uh, suffers like deficit of attention, like a transtorn or something like that, because she in the school was very bad in grades. So she take her to the doctor, and the doctor just make like a test and let the girl in alone in a room, and he put some music, and the doctor saw that the girl just was like her movements going according to the music, and the doctor said that miss, your daughter isn't doesn't have a transtor or some problems. She's just a dancer, and he said that take your daughter to some school dance. So the the mother do that, and results that she was an expert being being dancing. She creates intelligence by dancing. So after that, she were one of the most famous dancers. She's millionaire, and that's why we need to have a different adopt a new conception of human ecology, because we can think that if my son is good in some art creativity, he's wasting his time. We need to know that creativity is important for intelligence because helps you to be dynamic for and being dynamic is important for a company for generate ideas in another examples. So we have different capacities, and these capacities we need to like construct them for being prepared to the future. So that's why it's important to always uh, try something, if even if we are not like secure about what we're going to do. We need to learn about our mistakes and always being creative because the creative is intelligent. And well,